guys, so today I'm going to be showing you how to embroider a little keychain. I'm actually doing my initial, like a letter S, but you could use these same stitches to make your own initial. So yeah, this is actually kind of my first time doing embroidery. I did something kind of like this before, but I'm still learning. So anyways, I decided to do a video on this, so if you want to learn how to make this cute little keychain, then just keep watching. So the things that you will need are some scissors, a 3-inch hoop, some embroidery thread, some fabric, and a needle. I'm using a 3-inch hoop, but you can use either a smaller one or a bigger one, but I just decided to go with this. I kind of wanted a smaller one to do a keychain, but I couldn't find any, so I might have to order some smaller ones. But anyways, this will work. So to prepare your hoop, you just want to unscrew the top part of it and place your fabric in between the hoop and then just screw it back to tighten it. And I tried to draw a little S on mine, but it wasn't really showing up too well, so maybe you have a different type of fabric that you can actually draw on. So the first stitch that I'm going to be showing you is a chain stitch. So you're just going to start by pulling up from the back of your hoop, and then you're just going to stick your needle a little bit through the fabric, and then wrap the thread around the needle, and then pull through. So I'm not sure if that makes any sense, but you'll see as I go. And then for the next part, you're just going to stick your needle right in the part that you just pulled up through. And then you're just going to stick your needle a little bit through the fabric again, and then wrap the thread around the needle once again, and then pull through. And you're just going to keep repeating that same process. I'm actually going to be showing an easier version when I get to the bottom of the letter S. So you could try that version if you want, if this one is too hard, because yeah, I don't know, I accidentally doubled my thread, but you can't even really tell, so whatever. But this is another option if you would prefer to do this one instead. So yeah, I just started by doing this at the top of the letter S, and then I just added some leaves around the vine that I just made. And I just made the leaves by doing a simple satin stitch, and that's like one of the easiest stitches you can do. I just did this by coming up through the fabric and then going back down through the end of the leaf, and I just did this going all the way around the whole vine. I actually used the satin stitch a lot through this whole letter S, so this is actually a beginner friendly embroidery project if you're just starting out like me. So the next stitch that I did was this little rose, and this is actually called the spider wheel rose stitch. So you're just going to start by going up through the fabric and then going back down. I don't really know how to describe it, but I'm sure you can just tell by watching me. I actually just made a snowflake. I'm not sure what to call it, but I'm going to call it a snowflake. And then I just went up right through the middle of the snowflake. And this is the easy part. You're just going to be weaving all the way around it. So I just went under one stitch and then over the next one, and then I just repeated that all the way around the whole snowflake. It's really simple, and then eventually it makes a little rose. So once you're finished with your rose, I forgot to show you this, but you're just going to stick it back through, like kind of near it or underneath it, just to secure it. And then here I'm making another little rose up at the top of the S, and I'm doing the exact same thing. I'm just making like a little snowflake, and then I'm weaving under and out throughout the whole thing. I'm sorry, I'm not the best at explaining things, but yeah. Hopefully you can just tell by watching. And there's also plenty of YouTube videos to show you how to do these exact stitches, because that's pretty much how I learned how to do it. So here I just showed you how to end the rose, and then I just decided to add some leaves to it. So I'm doing the same satin stitch again, and I'm just going up through the fabric and then back down to the end of the leaf. And I just did that on both sides of the rose. Also, I didn't show the back of my hoop because it's kind of a mess. But anyways, you just want to tie a knot in the back after you're done, just to make sure that it doesn't fall out and it'll secure it better. I actually double knot my stitches when I'm done, and then I just snip off the ends of it. So here I'm making another leaf, and I actually decided to do 3 leaves around this one rose. So yeah, it's actually the same process. You just want to start by doing one line and then work from left to right so that it creates a leaf. So now I'm going to be showing you the stem stitch. I just came up through the fabric and then I'm going back down, and you don't want to pull all the way down. You want to hold on to the loop and then come up through the middle and then pull. And then I just went back down, leaving a little bit of space, and then you just come up right where the other stitch ended and then pull through, and then I went back down just to secure it, and now I'm adding another one right next to that one. So yeah, I'm sorry that the lighting kind of changed throughout this video, but hopefully you could tell what I'm doing. And then I just added another tiny one right here. I added these little purple flowers on top of the stem stitches, and I did this by doing the same satin stitch that I did for the leaves. So after I finished that flower right here, I know it's kind of hard to tell what I'm doing, but I'm doing the same satin stitch like as if I was making a leaf, but I'm actually doing the bottom part of the flower. So I actually made this flower bigger than the other purple flower, so I just extended that out a little bit farther, and I actually just added 3 purple flowers on top of that. So I'm actually just doing the same satin stitch again, and I'm not really sure what this is called, but I was looking at an example that I seen on Pinterest and I decided to just copy it. It looks like a half of a flower, and I thought it looked kind of cool, so I decided to change up my color and use yellow. So right now I'm just doing 4 petals, and I'm just doing that same satin stitch. So I actually just added a leaf on the side of it, and then I decided to do another chain stitch like I did at the very beginning. I'm just adding another vine to end off the letter S, and I'm just doing it the same way. And this time I didn't double my string, I just did it normal. And then I added some leaves around the vine just like I did at the very beginning. So to end it off, I actually just did the same thing like at the beginning of my letter S. I just added another rose and then some leaves on the side of it, and I wish I would have like not gone so far up because it kind of is a little bit too close to the other rose, but whatever. I mean, it looks fine. This is actually like my first embroidery project I ever did. And then I decided to film a YouTube video of me doing it for the first time. I don't know why I did that. I probably should have practiced a little bit more, but whatever. If you want to see more embroidery videos, then just comment down below and give this video a like, because I might do a butterfly one next, but we'll see. So yeah, this is the finished product. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.